Bibles were sold worldwide in the past 50 years. Year after year, the Bible's reach expands as it's translated into more languages, giving more people around the world access to God's Word. The Bible that is read in numerous countries and various cultures among different people, and also by you, even if it's in a digital format, hasn't changed through the ages. It's been telling the same story for thousands of years to billions of readers. It tells the biblical story of the Jewish people. The Old and New Testament progressively unfold Israel's history, revealing the people's origins, laws, practices, festival celebrations, worship of God, and how they interacted with the nations around them. The authors of the biblical books were Jewish, and their original readers were Jewish as well. For the multitude of Christians who worship Jesus Christ, it's vital to always remember Jesus himself was Jewish. The apostles were Jewish, and so was the early church. Within this book are heroic accounts we have tucked away in our hearts and minds from our youth. The parting of the Red Sea, David's victory over Goliath, Jesus walking on water, and Jesus rising from the dead. These are accounts of faith placed in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He is the God who watches over Israel and over you and me. Psalm 121. When you read the Bible, you're ushered into the unfolding narrative of God's chosen people. The fact that they are chosen is the heartbeat of the story of the Jewish people. It's what defines them and separates them from everyone else in the world. The Jewish prayer book, the Siddur, is full of prayers thanking God for choosing them out of all of the nations. For instance, when the Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, is read in the synagogue, worship begins with a prayer acknowledging God's kindness in choosing the Jewish people to be the recipients of his law. Blessed are you, Lord, our God, King of the universe, who has chosen us from all the nations and given us his Torah. Blessed are you, Lord, who gives us the Torah. Berchot HaTorah. Sabbath prayers remind the Jewish people weekly that God chooses them and gifted them with a day of rest, which serves as a visible indication that they are set apart from all the other nations. For you have chosen us and sanctified us out of all of the nations, and have given us the Sabbath as an inheritance in love and favor. Praised are you, Lord, who hallows the Sabbath. Even in the closing of the morning, afternoon, and evening services, the Elenu prayer, which grapples with the great responsibility of being the chosen people, reconfirms their faith and dedication to God. It is our duty to praise the Master of all, to exalt the Creator of the universe, who has not made us like the nations of the world and has not placed us like the families of the earth, who has not designed our destiny to be like theirs, nor our lot like that of all their multitude. To be chosen in the eyes of God means to be different from all the other peoples of the earth. According to the Bible, the Jewish people were set apart to accomplish a divine task. God defined their uniqueness to Moses at Mount Sinai. Now, if you obey me and fully keep my covenant, then out of all the nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words you are to speak to the Israelites. Exodus chapter 19, verses 5 and 6. As an outsider looking in, for a people to be chosen by God can sort of seem like those who are within are members of an exclusive club. However, God chose Israel to be a kingdom of priests who would reach out to connect a broken world to himself. For some of God's chosen people,